Odyssey to find Formosa. Learn English with the Happy Fisherman, a pearl on the Pacific Ocean, Green Island. Once upon a time, legend spoke of a treasure hidden on a lost land that people called Formosa. Many nations sent out vessels in search of this lost land, yet the land was never found. Now, the Ponglai, a vessel sailing on the Pacific Ocean, will embark on a journey in search of the treasure. Welcome aboard. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to our search for Formosa. This journey consists of 6 stops, and each stop will have letters for you to collect. The letters are on the pictures. I'll be showing you the picture for the first part of our journey in a bit. Make sure you grab a pen and a piece of paper to draw the picture. Remember, do not let anyone see the picture. Are you finished? On this journey, we need to find the answers to the following questions. The answer is either a word or a phrase. When you find the answer, please circle it on your hand-drawn picture to receive the letter from this stop. Let's take a look at these questions. 1. They can't catch tuna on the day because the wind is blowing south. So what have they finally decided to catch? 2. Leo says they are going to catch bottom fish this time. Which special fishing method are they going to use? 3. What do they usually do when they catch smaller fish? 4. Besides fishing, what else Leo suggests doing if you are in Green Island? 5. Green Island has the oldest coral in the world. How old is it? We're going to need your help to find the answers to those questions. But first, let's embark on our journey to Formosa.
I'm so confident that I only brought a few things on this trip. So this is a 因为过于期待 red coral snapper. My friend David just caught it.
Really worth the time. If you come to Green Island, you should really go for a dive. It's so amazing.
Good morning, everybody. We're at Taipei Main Station. This time we're going to Green Island. We're gonna take the train from here to Taidong and then take the ferry to Green Island, and we're going for tuna fishing. This is my favorite part, and I'm so looking forward to it. Come along and we're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna show you around, show you the fishing parts, and show you how to catch some tuna. I'm on the train now. I've been thinking about this for so long. I couldn't sleep all last night. I've been looking forward to this trip for weeks. We're on the train now to Taidong. We're gonna then take the boat to Lüdao, and it's a small island, only about 16 square kilometers, but there's a lot of historical significance to the island, and it also has some of the best fishing in Taiwan. Three hours later and 1 lunchbox later, biandang. Now we're taking a taxi to the ferry boat, and we're gonna catch the ferry to Lüdao. We're almost there. We're in Fugang Yukang, the last stop before we get to Green Island. We're gonna take one of the ferries here, and we'll be in Lüdao in 50 minutes. I can't wait. I can already hear the tuna calling. Can you hear them? We finally arrived in绿島. Green Island has 4 fishing harbors. We're in Gongguan Harbor. Tomorrow morning, the plan is to go out at 7 o'clock. I don't know what the weather is going to be, rough or smooth, but in any case, I've contacted my friend. We're going to be going out on that fishing boat back there, the Happy Fishing Boat. It's called Have a Good Friend Fishing Boat, and we're going to go for tuna or maybe other kinds of fish. It depends on the weather. I will let you know. I'm very confident we're going to catch fish. I'm so confident that I only brought a few things on this trip. I brought my trusty sashimi knife, fresh wasabi from Taiwan. You can get Japanese wasabi, but of course I got the Taiwanese one. So I'm so excited to catch some fish and experience the fresh fish. We're gonna chop it up, eat it right away, and really experience in a way that it was meant to be done. Fresh fish, good weather hopefully, and out on the ocean. Hey David，
哎，Leo，
哎，你好，你好。
哇，真高兴！
哇，天气那么好啊！
对啊，绿岛最有名的就是太阳，所以要戴一下帽子。
哦，谢谢你，谢谢。
这为你准备的，
这是我们TaiwanPlus的口罩啊。
哦，谢谢。
这样安全第一，是不是？那 David， 我们今天去钓 tuna 吗？
今天吹南风，南风没有办法钓 tuna，因为船会开不过去。
OK， 那钓什么东西？
哎，我们今天去钓红条，
还是可以啊。
Did you see the answer? Let's rewind.
OK， 那钓什么东西？
哎，我们今天去钓红条，
还是可以啊。
岛的红宝石。
钓那个红条。
The answer is red cross snappers. They have decided to catch red cross snappers because the wind is blowing south. Next question. Leo says they are going to catch bottom fish this time. Which special fishing method are they going to use? Let's find out. Go.
我可不可以用那个是我爸借给我的？
这个哦，哇，1977年。
对啊，古老的东西。
这个可能要研究一下，
看看帮我装可以啊。
我们试看看。
好。This is from 1977, made in British Columbia, Canada. And he said he's going to check it out, see if it works. But I hope I can use this, and I hope it's going to make me lucky today. 这位是我们今天的船长吗？
哎，对，这是我们船长阿忠船长。
阿忠你好，你好，你好。你今天带我们去哪里啊？
去钓石斑，现在的地方是在北边，
南边的浪更大是吧？
更大。
要开大概多久啊？
大概2到3分钟。
哦，那很快啊。We're going to use a method that we call in English mooching. So we're going to stop the boat. And then we're going to drop the line right to the bottom because we're going for bottom fish, and we're just going to jig it up, a little bit up and down. And once we do that, the fish are going to be attracted to the motion, and hopefully we'll get a bite.
Leo says that they are going to catch bottom fish this time. Which special fishing method are they going to use? Let's watch the video again.
We're going to use a method that we call in English mooching.
The answer is mooching. They hope to catch some bottom fish soon using mooching. The journey continues. Question 3. What do they usually do when they catch smaller fish? Let's find out. Go.
So we're going to stop the boat, and then we're going to drop the line right to the bottom because we're going for bottom fish, and we're just going to jig it up, a little bit up and down. And once we do that, the fish are going to be attracted to the motion, and hopefully we'll get a bite. So I've just installed my dad's old reel onto this rod. It barely fits, but I'm going to try it out and see if it brings me luck. These rods are very short, but they're quite strong, and that's suitable for the bottom fish. So we'll see what we catch. Wish me luck.阿忠，我们现在在哪里？
我先跟你介绍一下绿岛的海洋生态的分布哦。绿岛是这样啊，我们有分南北东 东南。我们现在的位置是在北边，这是灯塔以北的地方。因为北边啊，全部的水域全部是浅岸，我们浅岸就是以钓石斑类啊、底栖性的为主。
那一些蓝色的点点是什么东西？
它水底下有珊瑚礁，大型的珊瑚礁，
大型的，
就像这个有一个落差的地方。
OK，
这种地方是属于石斑最爱躲的地方。
OK，
另外一边南边啊，它的鱼种就多了。南边的海域啊是有洄游性的东西，比如就是尾鱼。大型尾鱼、回头刀、旗鱼，那类鱼种都有。
所以我们明天也是去那个地方。
我们有机会，天气 OK， 我们就会过去到南边作业。
有没有？没有，刚才有啊，对啊。
那我们一定要钓到，不然很丢脸。丢脸。
We're changing position again because we've drifted past the point where we started. So we keep drifting over, going back, drifting over, going back, and drift over it again and try our luck again. We've only caught a small fish and we've released it. And I think it's very important. The fish are too small, just release them. We all have the habit here of only keeping the ones we're going to eat, the bigger ones.
Did you find the answer? Let's watch the video again.
We've only caught a small fish and we've released it. And I think it's very important. The fish are too small, just release them.
The answer is release it. They usually release small fish to ensure sustainable fisheries. The journey continues. Question 4. Besides fishing, what else does Leo suggest doing if you are in Green Island? Let's find out. Go.
We all have the habit here of only keeping the ones we're going to eat, the bigger ones. It's all about the sustainability. 放了吗? Okay. So I got 3 pieces of squid on there. That's the bait. Now I'm just going to let this thing down to the bottom. Sanzabami, 40 meters. See if my dad's old fishing rod does a trick here.
炮弹.
小的, don't get excited. It's a baby, I can feel it.
炮弹的。
马面豚。
My first catch in绿岛, not very impressive, but we're going to put it back. You can see it's a beautiful fish called ma mian. Looks a bit like a horse when you look at it. Has some nice stripes on it, and look at the beautiful fins it has. It has this little protruding spike on the top that's quite hard. Anyways, I'm going to let him go. 好吧? Gone. All right, try again. Let's see if we get lucky this time with something bigger.
这样。
对，没有，我先放到底，还没有到底。还没到底啊？没有。We're still moving. Oh, I think I'm at the bottom. We just caught another mogui paudan. Looks like a devil. Look at these red teeth in here. Very aggressive looking. And he's got these 2 long, beautiful fins here as well. Kind of with a blue tinge on him. So same family, but it's slightly different fish. And he's also got this spike on the top. Devil, but more like vampire. Oh, how? Okay, Fang.
Okay.
Fang. So this is a 因为大红条 red coral snapper. This is a beautiful fish. My friend David just caught it. 恭喜你！
大红条，哇，这一只
这个真的很不错啊，
很不错。这个我们的晚餐，它的肉非常的细致哦，然后不管是清蒸还是煮汤都很不错，拉起来蛮有力的。它沿路凶，它跟一般石斑不太一样，一般石斑是上来它就倒了，这一只到上来还在凶。
He caught this using a lure and managed to catch this big fish, and it was fought all the way up. So good job.
Good job.
This is the tuna that David caught yesterday. David, 你这两个鱼怎么处理的？
这个今天钓了，这个最新鲜的，然后这是昨天钓的，有冰过的，可以做生鱼片。
好。
Don't worry, the Happy Fisherman is not going to become the Happy Diver show. But anyways, if you are in Green Island, you have to come diving here. It is amazing. If you can't do it with a tank, snorkeling is also okay.
What does he say that you have to do if you are in Green Island? Let's watch the video again.
But anyways, if you are in Green Island, you have to come diving here. It is amazing. If you can't do it with a tank, snorkeling is also okay.
The answer is go diving. Leo says that you have to come diving if you are in Green Island. If you can't do it with a tank, snorkeling is also okay. The last question. Green Island has the oldest coral in the world. How old is it? Hint. The answer is about to be revealed. Let's find out. Go.
We're next to Nanyo Harbor in Shilang, which is a famous diving spot, and we're going to go see the oldest coral in the world, over 1,400 years old.
Did you hear it? Let's watch the video again.
And we're going to go see the oldest coral in the world, over 1,400 years old.
The answer is over 1,400 years old. Is the oldest and largest living coral in the world. Green Island is such a beautiful place with natural history. Let's continue our journey.
It used to be standing like a mushroom, and in 2016 it toppled over, and it's now lying on its side, but thankfully it's still alive. This is the oldest and largest coral of its type, and we definitely want to see that, and if you can, you should also try it. We just went diving to see the giant mushroom, one of the top 100 dive sites in the world. Green Island is, with all the coral formations, and this giant mushroom that's over 1,400 years old and the largest in the world and still living. Really worth the time. If you come to Green Island, you should really go for a dive. And if you can't get the tanks on, just go snorkeling around. There's so many fish. It's so amazing.
那这个要从后面。
还有呢，
它那个
N 呐，
加大一
哇，
点，
碎哦，
樱桃爱听还。
这今天的战利品。
好，那蹦，这里很多东西吃啊，一起来吃。It's another beautiful morning in Green Island. I think any morning here is beautiful. The natural beauty is so stunning. We've had a chance to try some of the activities here, but there's still so much to see and do. This has been an appetizer. The main course, tuna fishing, will be served later, and I'm so optimistic that we're gonna catch a big fish. For now, let's enjoy the sunrise and the natural beauty of Green Island. 公馆渔港 绿岛 has 4 different fishing harbors, and we're in Gongguan Lugang. 我能不能再开始一次? Get the old captain to show us how to clean this fish. It's very heavy. 好，受不了。
Action。
你没有 rolling 啊
Rolling。
OK， 好。那 钟，我们现在在哪里？你能不能介绍一下？
Odyssey to find Formosa. Learn English with the Happy Fisherman, a pearl on the Pacific Ocean, Green Island. Hi, this is your captain speaking. We have arrived at the 5th stop. Have you circled the answer on the treasure map? Let's check the answer. Did you figure out the key letter for this stop? Yes, that's right. The key letter for this stop is A. Now you have received the letter A from the 5th stop. Do you have a better idea? Hang in there. We're almost done collecting the first word. I will be with you on the journey. There's always a need for changing vehicles during a long journey. If you want to travel around the world freely, knowing how to talk about vehicles in different language is an ace in the hole. In this part, we will show you how to talk about various types of vehicles in English, so you can travel freely by air, land, and sea. There are several hundred types of vehicles in the world. In this video, we see that Leo takes a train, a taxi, and then a ferry to Green Island. Besides these, are there any other vehicles? Now that we're on the boat, let's learn how to say different types of boats in English. Although they're all boats, they look different. For example, a boat is a small or medium-sized watercraft. It often appears in coastal areas, the lakeside, or the riverside. A sailboat is a small wind-powered boat. A motorboat is a small boat that uses a car engine as its driving force. A ship is a medium or large-sized boat. It can travel long distances and even across the ocean. A cruise ship is a passenger ship used for fun journeys. Destinations along a route and amenities on the ship are parts of the travel and entertainment. As a vehicle with lodging and a restaurant, isn't a cruise ship fantastic? In the video, the ferry that Leo takes is like a bus. It travels across a certain body of water on a regular basis. For those who commute between outlying islands and the main island of Taiwan, a ferry is a common vehicle in their daily lives. A yacht is also a small or medium-sized boat used for entertainment purposes. Traveling on a yacht to enjoy life and the waves in your free time is a joyful thing. Now we have learned water vehicles. What land vehicles can help us reach destinations we want to visit? Next, let us learn different types of land vehicles: high-speed rail, train, subway, mass rapid transit, bus, taxi, car, scooter. Do you feel familiar with these vehicles? In the video, all means of public and private transport are common land vehicles, both in Taiwan and abroad. If you can remember all these words, you don't have to worry about not finding a vehicle you need when you travel. Now we have learned water and land vehicles. Next, let's learn some air vehicles. Airplane, air balloon, airship, glider, helicopter. An airplane is the most common air vehicle. We can take an airplane to either an outlying island or the Antarctic at the fastest speed if we want to get there. If you want to have a laid-back trip by air, an air balloon is a good choice. It floats because it's an envelope filled with air that is less dense than air. An air balloon allows you to leisurely enjoy the fun of flying and watching scenery from the air. What is an airship? It is an aircraft that is lighter than air. The biggest difference between an airship and an air balloon is that an airship has propulsion and flight control devices. A glider moves through the air as the air resists its motion. It is not aided by any power devices. The distance a glider can fly is determined by the wind and air. A helicopter uses horizontal spinning rotors to fly. It can take off and land vertically, hover overhead, move forward, move backward, or move to the side, depending on how it is piloted. These features give a helicopter the advantages of flying in narrow or winding places or taking off without a runway. Although the ocean is vast, the captain sometimes wants to see the boundless landscape from the air. We have introduced many water, land, and air vehicles to you. Let the captain check how much you've learned. This test is to see if you can fill in the blanks with words you've just learned. If you don't like any of the words, it's fine. Just fill in other words and try saying them. My favorite transportation is vehicle. I always take vehicle to destination. Again, the captain will give you an example, then you try it. My favorite transportation is the bus. I always take a bus to the workplace. Great! Now you've learned how to talk with others in English about vehicles you often use. But this is not all I have prepared for you. Here are some more questions for you to answer. I'm sure you'll make it. All right, I'm not going to take up your time. Let's do the test.